Wednesday night. Let's begin. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Think I have a script for this? Wrong. The and my answers are such hot garbage. Alright, we're painting yonder shield, which is starting to come together. We gotta finish the reds to start. Do some metallics. And then clean up this white. And maybe a little effect in the back. See how it goes. I think my camera is slowly drifting downward. Really have that happening, so yeah. Does it work better? I think it does. Cool. My chair is still getting stuck on this mat. It's like, oh, it's literally on the mat. No one is stuck. Like, why can't I get the chair to its regular position? Alright. We're okay. We're gonna survive this, I think. I will survive. I might not still be sane, but I will survive. Nuts, man. Whatever. Moving on. Alright. I think it's the shirt. The shirt just doesn't want to sit somewhere comfortably while I'm in the chair. Dude, it's gonna be such a nightmare to highlight this. Or it's gonna be really easy. One or the other. Not really sure which. Right, I forgot to... Oh, yeah, that's fine. Oh man, there's like a bunch of like internal edge here. Let's go. Fortune and Null Oil is like helping me out, so I don't have to go all the way in there. I have to go a little bit in there. Just the tip in there. Just the tip. I have to say, this is coming out baller. I am so happy with it so far. Oh, I missed. Okay. My brush tip definitely went towards the skulls, but did not quite connect. So I will take that. I will take that result of nothing. Complete ineffectualness. I don't want to actually pull out more corn red. Can it just like be enough to finish this? I don't have a lot left to do. Okay, outside edge is dead. Alright, we're almost there. It's almost time for the real test. It's gonna be highlighting this. In the last nail-biting episode of this drama, hitting around this bone, that is super hard to fix if I screw it up, it's gonna be the red ink top coat. This is gonna be nuts. But, yeah.
Water. Water.
Everyone in all at once, here we go.
Water.
I will absolutely have some water.
Water.
Hello, Tone. I understand you can't hear me, so take this wave. Sup, Samurai? How are you? I have some corners I must cover. Actually, a whole edge. I don't know what it is with corner red not holding on to edges. Okay, now we begin the red highlighting. It'll take a good, decent while. Then we do the silver around the ring, then the white, and then any cleanup, and then we're done. Oh, and probably some kind of glow on the back. Oh, I was right. I was thinking about doing this ring, brass, and we also gotta do like the stuff. Fair enough. There's still a fair bit. I mean, I do still want to see this done by the end of the night. We have 2 3/4 hours to do so. I think we can pull it off. It's gonna be a lot of Wild Rider Red, though. Wild Rider Red. Yeah, it's one of those moments where you kind of just sit back and get comfortable, because I'm gonna be doing this for a good chunk of time. Yes, the highlighter was a little thick. I'll probably go back and maybe fix that. Maybe not. Ironically, I think it's in a spot where I don't think anyone's ever gonna see it. So, worked out there. I can't seem to get consistency I want on the tip. Keeps drying up.
What's up? What's going on? Simple truth, I'm low, let's get it on. Touching the stars, touching the stars. Dancing, 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 feel like dancing in the moonlight. Dancing, 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 feel like dancing in the spotlight. Depending on you, depending, depending, depending on you. Into the city where the lights are, to turn it up and turn it on. Into the city where the night starts, depending on the light.
Man, it feels crazy that I'm still only half done with this highlight. Like, how's there this much?
Where are you? What's up? What's going on? Simple truth, I'm low, let's get it on. Touching the stars, touching the stars. Dancing, 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 feel like dancing till the daylight. Dancing, 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 feel like dancing
Okay.
in the spotlight.
Now, probably the crazy one.
Depending on you, depending, depending, depending on you. Into the city where the lights are, to turn it up and turn it on. Into the city where the night starts, depending on the light.
It's not as bad as I expected.
rushing off to fight, you're gonna need the right equipment. Without the right equipment, Billy, you're just a hollow, mark-ass, trick-ass, little-ass, pussy-ass bitch.
That's true. This is a Monument Hobbies Pro Sable size 0. Sup, Zophiana? How be you doing? The front is almost highlighted. I have to do the inside of the rim on the front and the back, and finally, I'll be done with this highlight. So I see it wearing off. You're alive? Yo, that's crazy. Me too. Oh, yeah, I just started. Oh, you're subbed. You're good. We can keep talking. What do you know? I'm alive too. Isn't that amazing? Now I said the inside, but like I saw some areas that, I don't know, just wore off, I guess. Anyway. I have successfully highlighted the inside of these red edges along the skulls, so I am content. Okay, just no paint comes off the brush, that's fine. What's nuts is I'm gonna have to trace the same blacked out trench, trying not to screw it up too much with white scar on the other side before this is done. There's so much trench to go. I feel like a little bit like a World War I soldier saying that. There's so much trench to go. Why is there so much trench? Not cheating using this method because it'll highlight both sides. The other side will be highlighted something else later, but that something else later will highlight over it. So what are you up to, Zophiana? You working on something? Are you also in the act of hobbying? Scandalous as that may be. guess I'm not the only one feeling quiet tonight. I don't know why sometimes it's such a pain just to get paint to come off the brush. I guess I need more, paint. Ugh. Okay. That's the front done. As far as this highlight goes. Now to do the exact same thing again in the back. I think right at the end, I make a mistake. Know what I was thinking about. Fortunately, I came right out immediately with no hassle. A little bit of cleanup here and there, but yeah, it must be done. A little bit of corn ready to clean up. Smooth out some of that. And then we're looking at a bunch of very precisely applied red ink. It's been a very quiet stream. Moments like this, I wish that it was a cup of liquid stimulants. But it is not. Just water. There's some spots I just flat out missed entirely. The inside of the arrow at the bottom of the cross. Alright, let's get some red ink on there and finish the red. Hey, Tune. It goes, painting-wise, quite well. Streaming-wise, extremely quiet. But it looks like that may be about to change, as you are now here. And you're the only one here, as far as I know. With me individually, I am exhausted. I am quite tired, but excited for how this piece is coming thus. Contrast is part of the recipe, actually. But it's only one part. I actually today did the shooting for the, well, beginning of the previous stream, had me painting a skull, like just straight up skull. The trophy on the front here. So I'm gonna use that to make a tutorial going over it. But the recipe in short is Rakarth flesh until opaque, then Pallid Witch flesh until even over the entire thing. So the Rakarth flesh is an undercoat, the Pallid Witch flesh is your base coat. Then contrast Skeleton Horde over that as a wash, and try to pull the pools into the recessed areas. And once that's completely dry, you dry brush it first with Tyrant Skull, and then again with Praxeti White. And then from that, you get this. Which, by the way, this is not the final colors of this. The Iron Halo is actually going to be a bright silver. It's just everything else has a good chance of screwing it up in the process. So it's the last thing to occur. I plan out colors based on the most likely to have mistakes to the least likely, or at least impactful mistakes, whichever is the most appropriate. That usually looks like, you know, from most recessed to most, what do you call it, raised on the model. Go from background to foreground, effectively. Alright, now it's just the back here, which is quite easy. The hard part is over. We need to not significantly color shift the trench. Like a hair in there. I don't know where exactly, but there's definitely a piece of lint somewhere in that corner. Okay, in the brush. Oh, it's in the brush. Sometimes it's hard to tell. So how are you doing, Tone? I see work's keeping you busy. Good man. Yeah, working like a mad dog at the moment. We'll calm down after tomorrow. I hear that. Tomorrow's not gonna be calm, but calmer than today, and Friday back to the same, and then Saturday will hopefully be a lot more restful. Still have a few projects here and there that I should really put some effort into, but not. It won't be like a full work day. Sundays, then one of my two D&D games, then I have dinner and dishes for the fam, and then start back up Monday and full work week going again. Slowly things are slowing down. Ironically, I thought I was only had this to focus on. Sister reminded me that she got me to agree to design her new business logo, or her first business logo for her new business. And I've not even started. That was a couple months ago. Granted, I did tell her it would be more like towards the end of the year that I would have it done, but whatever. It's not a huge project, and it kind of made sense to wait until about now, because now I have a tablet with a good painting app on it. Well, it's still having a very rough time, like, actually charging right now. Just realized it's partially... Partially because it was actually on, it was just in sleep mode. Now it's actually off. I should charge way faster. It might even have full power by the weekend. Nah, I was gonna put some work into it tomorrow. Alright, so the last big chunk of color. You would think that. So, the intercessors are all done. All 18 of them. Oscar's done. Outrider's done. There's still... The 3 of the East is the first one. 3 Outriders. Armor's Chaplain Bike. Bladeguard Ancient. And Corsaro Khan. Then it's finished. I'm still looking at probably around Christmas is when I'll be, like, actually done with them. Not even joking. I mean, it's possible because of the streaming, it'll be done a lot sooner. Now that I'm not multitasking with other projects, but that's where things sit. So I'm gonna be using Army Painter metallics because they're a lot smoother than GW, generally speaking. So I should have a lot less trouble being this precise. Starting in plate mail metal because it's pretty bright. It'll be a very delicate shade with non oil, followed by a shining silver highlight. This guy so far has been definitely the most precise I've ever gotten White Scars thus far. Because of how many details, like small details right next to each other this guy has, which is really cool. It looks really good. But it is forcing me to paint even slower. I might have to put some flow improver just to make it flow. What are you putting on him now? This is Army Painter Plate Mail Metal. It's like the Army Painter's equivalent to Iron Breaker. But I find their metallics are smoother, generally speaking, than GW's. That's why I'm using it right now. Because I need that precision. Even still, I'm gonna add flow improver so it goes smoother still. Also, their like brighter metallics I think are just better looking. Like, really good looking. Like something flat pan with their shining silver is just gorgeous. The only real downside I've noticed is that to get their full potential, they usually need 2 coats. I got recommended me Vallejo metal color burnt iron and aluminum, then airbrush metallics. They go on really nice with the brush, nothing neat or anything. Cool. Now I keep hearing about pro acrylic. I have money to spend on paint. Definitely picking some up. I just don't have money to spend on paint right now in particular. I have what I need to continue painting how I'm painting it, so... So, yeah. in there. Put a little bit too much flow improver. Yeah, it's got. Yeah. Oh, I got a bunch of thin paint again. The same spot. I go back over the same spot again. I don't know how I keep doing that. I think I did. Okay. Guess I got it, or I saw it, I suppose. I got some of silver on the skull. Wouldn't been bad if it was noticeable, because fixing the bone is very difficult. It's partially why I'm going so slow and being so particular with it. The red is annoying, but doable. The bone is a complete nightmare. Got some on the red. And it's because I'm getting properly tired. I'm getting levels of exhaustion. As we're hitting the halfway mark in the stream. You go over the red with anything, like an increase or anything, you must have just missed it. This is with ink. This is corn red with wild rider red as a highlight, and then the red ink top coat. It wasn't a super thick top coat over a lot of it, but it does have a red ink top coat. Speaking of it, let's see where the silver is bleeding over. Let's not do that. I missed it. Look away for a few minutes and miss it. Yeah. Yep, you got someone like me, can't stop, won't stop, then, blink and you miss something. I think I might have to go over how to fix the red right now, because I definitely got some stuff on the red. Oh, there is a little corn red. Yay. But yeah, when I try to pull off the silver, using water and friction, it just spreads a bunch of the metal flakes in the pigment around, and you can see it glow. It's an heavy metal style paint job that was requested for these scars. Yeah, it's literally a very, or at least the white armor anyways, a specific heavy metal recipe. It's for a specific guy. Hold on. Ignore that. For Exhilarixy the Pure, which I can pull up the image. This is the exact image that was sent to me when this was ordered. Oh, what? Why is it not working? Oh, there we go. Okay. So it's for Exhilarixy, I don't know, the Pure. Some Chaos Terminator guy with white armor for some reason. So I do alter this slightly and add on a couple more steps or change some stuff just to make it more, just a little bit more efficient, but for the most part it's basically this. So for me, like primed Steno Res white and then base coated with airbrush Army Painter matte white. Because I don't use spray cans, so I had to change that. Contrast, Apothecary white. However, this is not, when they say contrast, like when they say what these are, right? They don't mean them like how we think it. Like how, like if we see contrast and we think just slather it on. But with the first mini I tried that, it doesn't look like this or like white scars. It's actually like, this just means that they use these paints, but how they used them is not shown in this. So that's why I have my like two-step shading process where this contrast is actually a broad shader. And it's hard to see on this picture because he's got so much like weathering and dirtifying on here. You can kind of see it up in here. You see how this is like almost pure white, and then in the back here it's light gray and then it's dark gray. Dark gray is the contrast shade mix that I mention all the time, the 2-1-1 mix. Deep shade Nuln Oil is for the really deep recesses. I found that just didn't make them dark enough, so I switched it to that black Templar that I use now. Highlight, Tidy Corex White, like it says, so, you know, right along the side of the edge, and then an edge highlight of white scars. So, that, yeah, this is what this commission is based on, is this, which is direct from, I want to say this was from a white dwarf. I don't remember. It was just sent to me. As you can see, it's literally a Discord attachment. That's how I received it. So, yeah, that's why it looks so heavy metal, the entire thing, because the crux of it is literally an heavy metal, straight from the team heavy metal recipe. So, that's why now you have a, yeah, like say a shield looking like this, which is obviously not done, but you know, the full guy right now looks like this. And yeah, he's a lot cleaner than the other dude, because weathering and effects and crap like that was not part of the commission. Also, the guy loves how these come out like this, so. Yeah, thanks. A lot of it's the airbrush. As you can see where I actually apply a brush, right there alongside that red. I'm actually going to go back and whiten the rest of that so it's consistent, but yeah, that way is not that smooth. Or over a lot of the inner edges of the pauldrons, because I have to clean it up with Armored Painter White with a brush, and it's still like a mess. It's still, not the mini, how the white goes down. It's still like bad. It's still not good. Either it turns into like white water, or that's the end. Alright, that's it. Alright, so get white to go on smooth with a brush, like pure white. I find you either need to turn into like water, and then you're doing a bunch of coats in which the tiniest bit of grain in the paint will come through, or it's really grainy. It's like, those are your options. So I airbrush everything and then work really hard to not have to go back too much with the core white. It's fine along edges because the edges will be hit with other paints that are a bit more manageable. But yeah, I don't know why I'm bothering hitting that when literally I'm about to put red ink back on there because I had to fix the red. Fortunately, inking takes a second to dry. Not a literal second, but it's pretty quick compared to other washes, where you can maybe waiting minutes. Pretty much by the time my brush is clean of the red entirely, and ready for the silver again, or the steel, what have you, the ink should be dry. Looks like it is. I can continue on. A lot of people in and out real quick tonight, it seems. Based on the viewer count, which is not always accurate, but best I can figure. A lot of people coming in for like 30 seconds, then dashing again. Not sure what that's all about. Again, I'm not super entertaining right now, but I'm tired. That's all I got. You see viewer engagement, like how long each stays and etc. I think maybe it's more like I can see what I know for certain. I can see the average viewers per like 5 or 10 minute like segment, so I kind of extrapolate from that. I don't remember if I can see as detailed as that. I definitely can't tell everyone, like I can't see everyone that's been in my stream. In fact, as best I can tell, reliably, the only people I can definitely say were in my stream are the people who talk in chat. There is a thing where in the mod screen on the front end, you can see people in chat, quote unquote, but most of it's like bots that don't even come up in the viewer thing anyway. So like it means nothing. This music right here, I don't know, I've never played it. It's a blob of something next to the white on the wet palette. I don't have any white. I mean, I have this here, which is powdered witch flesh. This is rock earth flesh. That's Abaddon black. Corn red. It's just to deal with how the lighting is right now, how my light setup is, I have to, like, the contrast is a little weird. Little circle blob next to it. Oh, you mean this? That's flow improver. Airbrush flow improver. I've been mixing it into the silver to make it flow better. What flow improver does is it both thins and it removes surface tension. So even if you have a lot of it going on, it won't grab onto stuff. You know, it won't grab onto stuff like water does when you have a large enough puddle of it. It makes this especially nice for stuff like freehand and layering and volume and stuff where you're doing extremely thin coats. But also I just find it like the better option for just thinning in general than just straight thinner. Because usually it's only with like washes do I want stuff grabbing onto other things. But yeah, it's a lifesaver when you know you're going to be going into doing something that's a lot of super, like, watered down, super thin, super transparent layers, layer after layer, and you want to go exactly where you put the brush. Like with freehanding, for example. What's your purity seal recipe for the ribbon? I actually have a tutorial on that. It's actually the same as the bone, except you swap out skeleton horde for Agrax Earthshade. But yeah, I actually have a tutorial for that, which you can find in the uploads channel in the Discord. And I'll have the bone one done sometime later. I don't know. I have the footage for it, so. Alright. Alright, we're getting close. Final shape is visible. It's time to just the big touches. Final shape for the front. There's actually a fair bit more I want to do to the back. And I'm starting to wonder if I'm gonna finish this. Choosing a recipe on a ribbon as we speak. Uno momento. Cool. Good stuff. Let's see how delicately I can apply non oil.
What's going on? Simple truth, I'm low. Let's get it on. Touching the stars, touching the stars. Dancing, 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 feel like dancing till the daylight. Dancing, 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 feel like dancing in the spotlight. Depending on you, depending, depending, depending on you. To the city where the lights are, to turn it up and turn it on. Into the city where the night starts, depending on the light, love the night. Let's do it all. I love the light, love tonight. Let's do it all. We do it all.
Let's make it wake it right up. Yeah, it would. You're not listen to it about 30,000 times. No, I'm just joking, it's fine. That was kind of the hope when I added it. If nothing else, I like the rift in the beginning. This is actually Venom's favorite track in the rotation. Or so he's told me anyway. And following right after is my favorite track in the rotation. Alright, no oil is in, and it does look way more 3D now. Precise recess shading is incredibly potent. Even if subtle initially appearing, see how much more on top of the inside skulls the ring looks like it is now? Because there's a tiny little darkened line around the edges. It gives you the impression that it is above it and laying a shadow on it. Side. It's not quite as dark as I like. Which is why occasionally you'll see me take that 2-1-1 mix and just layer it alongside like two objects that are next to each other. I can show you an example in a second. See skull in the hair? A little bit of shader in there. It looks a little bit more like two distinct pieces. Or this bit and the leg there. Particularly inside there. This was the shadow between those two. See along the white? That's not a natural shadow, that's shader. Alright. Last step on the metal. Shedding silver. This stuff is bright. Oh, actually, I also did it alongside the brass skull on the knee. A little bit of shader there. Makes it look like it's popping out just a little bit more. Very subtle. You almost guaranteed you wouldn't have noticed it unless I pointed out. But it makes the entire thing look more three-dimensional. Which makes the whole thing look more alive. So it's very bright and kind of wonky. Fortunately, it's not a lot of effort. put it over. It's the inside and outside of the circle, and the ridges of the spikes. Or rays, I suppose. So call them. Oh yeah, speaking of merch, I sold a mug yesterday. I was quite pleased. Been a long time since I've sold any merch. There you go. That's like a solid, like, $7.50 in my pocket. Just regarding stream, what were your intentions when you started? Like everything I do, it's multifaceted. I don't really do much of anything unless I have multiple supporting reasons to do it. Else, it seems like a waste of time because I can always find things that have multiple reasons to do it. Have some fun because you're going to be paying anyway, etc. So, I do like... Yeah, so there's like five or six reasons, actually, why I started streaming. One is that I've always had an interest in internet content creation. This is not my first online brand. Actually, not by a long shot. In just, like, videos or streaming alone, this is my third. Ironically, this is the first one made that wasn't like that like the end game wasn't the content itself. Ironically, this is the one that's like working and actually like gathering a following. Although actually, you know, if you include this one-off project, this would be my fourth, actually. Although that one-off could turn into more. There's nothing saying couldn't. I just haven't felt like doing it. Anyway. The next most obvious one was, it to me looks kind of like monetarily double dipping, or monetization double dipping, because I already am going to be stuck here painting this commission anyway. So how about I get paid for the commission and get paid while I'm doing the commission by streaming it. That's looking pretty stellar, honestly. I'm quite happy with this result. So that's part of it. The merchandise actually wasn't originally for this brand. That was originally part of another brand that I then just decided to merge it into this one when I started streaming because it just seemed like obvious and the other one wasn't going anywhere anyway. Just a quick, you know, rebrand of a bunch of the images. Not a big deal. Other reasons. I like teaching anything that I'm knowledgeable in. Anything that I have a skill or a significant knowledge base in, I really enjoy teaching. History, for example. People have been telling me I should be a history teacher like most of my life. The problem is I know too much of the history that they don't want to be taught. And I would just want to be teaching that because truth-seeking is incredibly important to me. So that's why I've never looked into anything anything realistic in regards to that. But I actually really enjoy teaching. It's imparting knowledge and skills. And it actually doubles down with this being an art form because art really inspires me. And now that I have a skill that allows me to make art, it's really exciting to me, and I want to share that, what I'm making, and help other people achieve that same feeling of, oh hey, I love art, or I love this thing, and making it look cool. help them get to like the same level I'm at. Because I really do feel like most of it is just knowledge. It's learning what techniques are and how to do it is the main thing holding most people back. Like, motor skill is something you just get automatically by painting, but you're not going to get there if you're not trying to paint the more impressive techniques at all. You're just going to get slightly better at the techniques you're already using. It really is diminishing returns after a while. Trying to finish if I decide if I should be doing cleanup. Yeah, no, that isn't enough. That I should probably be doing a little bit. Hold on, I gotta actually like look. What's my next step? Would be in theory. So it would be the white. No, actually, no, I'm wrong. All this should get painted. I should do the white all at once. Anything else is kind of dumb. Also, the friggin' corners up here and the little corner spots really don't want to stay painted. I'll address that later. All this right here, my intention was painting it brass, actually. At least this big cog, and then maybe the quartz, like silver or something. So I'm gonna do that as my next step. So I'm gonna begin Rune Lord Brass. And also then, on top of all that, this is, in theory, actually is technically worked. Oh, I'm in an ad. Jeez. Okay, no idea what the last thing you heard me talking about was. So there's... I think it was in the art thing. So, art inspires me. Me making art excites me. Seeing other people make art excites me, because it's more art. And then helping people make cooler art, it's like a double, you know, a double whammy of enjoying teaching and enjoying other people making art. Like, it's, you know, it's like a quadruple win in that regard. Moving on from there, then there's that this has been proven. Ironically, I didn't get it because they screwed up, but this has been proven to function reasonably well as marketing for getting new commissions, which right now are by far the most, you know, profitable aspect of this. Would be getting another commission, because the average commission is several $100 and does not last anywhere near as long as this one. This one really is one that got away from everyone involved. Commissions should not look like this in regard to time on it. That was because I was forced to use someone else's paint scheme, which is not something I will do cheaply ever again. But I have gotten a request for a commission. Unfortunately, they put the wrong email. I think you've probably heard me tell that story before. It is also, as of yesterday, proven to be a good marketing for merch. And with the drawing, I will be eventually making new merch designs while marketing them and make it a whole community thing. So, like, yeah, there's... Yeah, multifaceted reasons, both for my enjoyment and also for income. And I have other irons in the fire for the income thing. Ones that, in theory, will scale a lot better, but more slowly initially. But I do have them going simultaneously, and I do kind of need one of, like... probably like the three, I guess you could call it 3 different irons that I have in the fire right now. Something to pay off a little bit bigger than expected soon? Not bigger, but probably quicker. So here's the thing. This thing streaming has a decent scalability in general. The hard part is that there's not many people that view the Warhammer category in general. Now, I am slipping a bit more into art, and I intend on slipping into gaming as well. This will still be the crux of my content, but we'll just be adding on, you know, like the art stream on Tuesdays where I'm drawing and gaming streams at some point. So we'll get a little bit more show in other categories. The other iron I have in the fire, the other main one that I'm actively doing stuff with is so Forex trading. I have a bot, a new one. You may have heard of a previous bot, but I have a new bot that I am testing. That is promising thus far. I'm only 2 days into testing. I intend testing this for about a week. But so far has been as 100% success rate, which is pretty bloody good. The returns are very small, but that's because they're very safe. It's like scalping, basically. Very, very small trades that have very high success probability. But even then, if I were to activate it right this second, I'd be making, you know, maybe 120, 150 bucks a month. Just about completely passively. No, I wouldn't be growing it at all, so, you know, I can't pull all of that. However, the way this bot works is that I have the power over the controls, so in theory I can optimize it for bigger returns in those trades. I just have to be very careful to not change things that also greatly mess with the reliability. So it's a little complicated there. But it's something that, like, is low attention or completely passive, depending. Or at the very least, right now, I can let it be completely passive. Not making money yet, because it's in a demo account, which is like fake money, but it trades on the actual market. Just not real money yet. This allows me to find out if it's actually working as intended. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's like 5 to 7 trades a day. Every one so far has been between 50 and 62 cents. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but that's what, $4 or $5 a day. Let's see. Actually trades on weekdays, so 5, 4, so 20 days, 20. Yeah, it's like $100 actually. A little bit lower than I initially thought. I forgot the weekdays don't count. I originally multiplied it by 30. But it's fine. But if I can turn it on and leave that alone for a little bit and just grows the account a bit, then you know, turn into some decent money down the line, and then when I have some time, I can work on optimizing it. That probably in the very long term is the real money maker, honestly. Because this one is streaming is very dependent on the audience, which can be all over the place. Like, I'm currently blown away that I have 1 out of 10 average of subscribers to followers. Yeah, another person came in and was gone in like 30 seconds again. What's up with that? I think, personally, that's actually a pretty good turnover rate of followers to subs. There's not a whole lot of reliability to that. Last big one, which it's kind of looking like I need to pull together here, as I need my family to move out. And I need my landlord to agree to allow me to sublease. Because that I can pull off reasonably reliably and cover all my living expenses. It says Runelord Brass is very pretty, but it does run into that transparentness, translucentness problem. It doesn't have very good opacity, so you need a bunch of coats to make it. Your website, do you offer tutorials like one-on-one tours? Someone says, "Hey, man, can you show me how to wear these specifically?" I've actually intended to have that kind of service, like this entire time. I've just not, I've just not really gone around to setting up the specifics on that. Like sitting down, figuring out how much would I charge for that, and all the details. But yeah, you mean like, yeah, like one-on-one coaching kind of deal. I should add that to the website. I should add that to Discord. There's a number of different ways I could do. Like I could provide that very easily. I could provide that like tomorrow. I just haven't gone around to. I should add that to my list of stuff to do. I don't think that would take me that long. What do you think? Why don't you tell me? What do you think a service like that is worth? By the hour. I have a couple different numbers in my head, but I wanna... focus group it. Couple dudes in Oz charge 50 an hour. That's kind of what I was thinking, actually. Brand, your dollars are different than my dollars. I'd have to go try to convert it. Don't go via quality. You mean quality of like the paint job, or they provide a quality of their work and say they'll maintain their level max skill? See, for me, that's nuts. Because my maximum skill takes a very long time to do. So I would not... It would have to be so much higher than... Well, I don't know what their level max skill is, to be honest. And they might utilize way more speed paint techniques. But yeah, my max level skill is like a lot of very time intensive stuff. Yeah, someone say, okay, wear this when you create a tutorial on it, and I want to spend 1 hour on it. Oh, so that's like tutorial requests. I was thinking you meant getting into like a video chat with someone and like being like, okay, what are the things you want to go over within this amount of time in your army, and I tell you and show you how to do these techniques, or how to take your individual paint to the next level kind of deal. 'Cause, I mean, tutorials, I just make them based off the stream footage. And I already have a system where I can make a new tutorial in like 30 to 45 minutes. Now, like offline, so I'd approach you and say, I have this one model, you create a tutorial for me specifically, I'll ship you the model and have you some. And they will do what you want to it. Okay. So you have this model, you want to do a thing to it. Send it to me. I do the thing to it while recording the whole thing and send you the video. Yeah, I mean, if I can also use that video on my own, like, channels and stuff, yeah, I'd be fine with that. Yeah, right. I feel like I'd have to have two different versions of the pricing on that based on if they want exclusive ownership of that video. I don't know why someone would want that, but I'm just saying, because that's also just more content for me. Like, I'm just taking the time to create effectively content, but not accessing the scalability of it, of other people watching it, and then having more ways of finding me. I mean, that's a fascinating concept. Unfortunately, that kind of thing is where I'd have to again say it's based on a quote, because it depends on what you want me to do to it and what the thing is, because it could be something that would take me, you know, several hours. For example, like this shield alone has taken, like, you know, it's gonna be like 4 hours to make this thing. And the editing time, it's like 5 to 6 hours of work. Yeah, it's your video, do what you wish, but it just tells the person quit. Right, okay, so like, let's say when this White Scars commission is done and I'm just painting whatever, I will absolutely be down for that kind of, like, content. I'll think about how to implement that into the services available. Yeah, totally. But again, like, I'd have to... It kind of just breaks down to, like, a mini commission, if that kind of makes sense. Like, it's just a small commission. Like, how I'd probably do that is I'd probably just do it on stream. I'd probably just do it on stream and then record the after... Yeah, no, actually, like, when I really think about it and break it down, it's literally what I'm doing right now. It's just, I also send you specifically, like, every single little bit of time-lapsed footage from that process, effectively. Does that kind of make sense? Yeah, I would just do exactly what I'm doing now. It would just be effectively a commission, but it's just doing very specific techniques and very specific models. And they get all of the footage of that. So yeah, it would probably just fall under the same pricing. Maybe a little bit more. Like actually, yeah, that's just an add-on. That is an add-on to my commission structure already. That's what it comes down to. Because I would have to add on a surcharge for the editing time. The editing and processing time and all that. But everything else in that is just literally a commission. It's just not paint the entire model. It's just paint, like, this one piece, or this one part, or this one way. Kind of deal. Does that all kind of make sense? Do I want to do this top disc also? Yeah, I may as well. Screw it. Handle inside's gonna be black, because I usually make them black. Like all the weapon handles thus far have been black, so I don't know why I would change that now. Yeah, a separate service would be like one-on-one video, like painting consultations. That would be a separate service. The tutorial vids would be an add-on to just a commission structure. Because yeah, I would still quote it based on what it is, because there's a lot of variables involved in that, and I could see myself getting screwed fairly easily if they have something really complex, but I've already put somewhere the number $50 an hour, for example. Which, like, I guess like I'd still be making pretty good money. It would well, okay. That might actually work better for something so short. I don't know. Because on one hand, if it ends up a lot of hours, then it's a decent bit of money. Yeah, I have to sleep on that. But I think right now, yeah, it would just fall under an add-on of commissions. Like tutorial vid. And it's just another checkbox on the commission form. Like at this point, I could get I have the footage that I could easily send this White Scars client the instructions on how to paint every single aspect of like his army that I've painted so far. The thing is, he specifically asked this commission because he doesn't have time to paint. He always gets other people to paint his stuff. I'm not the first, I probably won't be the last that he has in my local community had paint his minis. Of course, now we all know going forward that the White Scars require way more money. Yeah, that is a cool idea, though. Now that I have the infrastructure to easily do that, yeah, I will add that tomorrow to the forum. It would just basically be a surcharge for the amount of editing time I figured that'll require. Because unlike my tutorial vids I do now, that are based on one specific aspect, I can cut out whatever I feel is not appropriate. For them, I would not cut anything out. It would just be a time lapse of like the entire process. And I'd still recommend a time lapse because you don't need to see every single stroke to get the idea. You can still tell what's going on. Right, these power beats. I think these will be the shining silver. And some non-oil on them. I'm kind of thinking actually putting a wash of fluorescent green over the beats. Definitely have to clean around them though before I do. Like, actually, I'd have to do that, like, last. Basically. Everything around them would have to be done and clean because the fluorescent glow is the last thing to go. Thing. Oh, yeah, I gotta actually darken it. Oh, well, I'm gonna be no-oiling these. Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm just getting tired. Hard to focus. I'm gonna get a couple Swiss and provolone and chicken wraps and watch some girls play, react to Emperor. The Emperor had a text-to-speech device because Dorn just got revealed. And then I'm gonna play some Shadows of Mordor. Yeah, no worries. I think I should actually clean all this up before I know it. I was just gonna shade stuff that I have to clean later. Yeah. Oh man, 10:30. Hour. I don't think I'm gonna finish this. It's not gonna be done tonight. Still a fair bit to do. What do I do to clean the white? I should do the black of the palm and hand. Considering calling this early, I don't have much in the way of audience besides you, Tone. I know you're on the phone. So you don't have to like answer anything. Got an ad starting in like a minute. I could snooze it. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, there's like no one here besides you. I'm not getting any significant revenue from this right now. I'm not gonna finish the shield tonight, even if I do go for another half hour. So it's I don't see much of a point in pushing myself. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, I'm gonna call it early. I'm gonna call it early, get some food, and try to get some rest here. So I'm beat. This will be finished Friday. For certain, first stream Friday. This will be done. It's not a crap load left. It's just I'm. Yeah. Yeah, cool, man. I'll catch you around. Thanks for the idea. I'm gonna add that to the list tomorrow for the tutorial add-on, the commission form. Alright, I'll see you later, man.